Wherever you're listening from and however today feels, welcome. By day 4, something often starts to happen. That initial starting energy has faded a little. The novelty has worn off and your attention may begin to drift. Not away from running, but towards measuring it. You might notice thoughts about pace, about speed, about time, how fast this feels, how slow it seems, how long it's taking to warm up, how different it feels from yesterday. And very quickly those thoughts can turn outward. Comparison has a way of sneaking in quietly. There's a quote that gets shared a lot: comparison is the thief of all joy. It gets repeated because it keeps proving itself true. You see what other runners are doing online, on apps, on social media, their pace, their distance, their weekly totals, how often they race, how quickly they seem to bounce back. And suddenly, this run, the one you're actually in, feels smaller than it did a few minutes ago. I want to be open about this. Even now, after years of running, I still catch myself looking, still scrolling, still noticing what other runners are doing, how fast they are, how often they train, how little rest they seem to need. And when I do that, something familiar stirs. A quiet sense of inadequacy, a feeling that I'm behind, that I should be doing more, recovering faster, running better by now. Those insecurities don't shout, they don't demand attention, they just bubble up quietly and sit there. And they don't help. They don't make the run lighter, they don't make it more enjoyable. They don't make me feel more connected to why I started. They just turn the run into something I'm trying to justify. There will always be someone faster, someone fitter, someone stronger, someone whose numbers look more impressive than yours ever will. That doesn't mean you're doing this wrong. It just means you're human, looking sideways instead of inward. Red January was never meant to be a comparison exercise. Not pace, not speed, not time, not distance. This isn't a month for ranking yourself. It isn't about proving that your running deserves to exist. It isn't about keeping up with anyone else's story. A run doesn't become more valuable because it was quicker. It doesn't count more because it was longer. It doesn't say anything meaningful about you because the numbers look a certain way. Running without proving anything means letting go of the need to explain yourself. It means not needing this run to justify yesterday or earn tomorrow or silence doubts. It means letting this be yours, unranked, unscored, uncompared. If you're listening to this before a run or maybe while you're easing into one, you might notice the urge to check, to look at pace, to monitor time, to see how today stacks up. That urge doesn't mean you're failing at being present, it just means that you've been trained to measure. If it shows up, you don't need to fight it, you don't need to turn the watch off, you don't need to create a rule about it. You might simply notice what happens if you don't let it lead you. If you keep moving without asking the run to prove anything, without turning it into evidence, without letting comparison narrate the experience. This run doesn't need to confirm your commitment. It doesn't need to justify your place in the running community. It doesn't need to quiet every insecurity. You're not here to win January. You're not here to impress anyone watching from the outside. You're here because you showed up today, in this body, at this pace, on this kind of day. This is a personal journey. Quiet, individual, shared, but never competitive. You do you, and let that be enough. Well, that's enough for today. Keep going gently. I'll speak to you tomorrow. Thanks for listening. If this series is helpful, you can follow the PKS Running Club podcast wherever you're listening, and these daily reflections will just appear for you through January. You can find me on Instagram at PKS Runs. I also share longer videos on YouTube documenting my own running journey. However we connect, that's enough. No pressure, just an open door. See you out there.